UNIBET Vintage Stakes Group 2, 7 furlongs, and away they head. And the Acropolis bounces out well in the all-blue colours for Ryan Moore, attended by the pale green of Austrian Theory, and it's Austrian Theory who moves to the lead early on. The Acropolis racing on the outside of Eldrick Jones, and then in 4th place is Berkshire Shadow on the inner of Angel Bleu, who is quite free towards the outside in the mauve colours. And last of all at this stage is the outsider Secret Strength. Now they enter the straight via the lower bend for this race, so Austrian Theory is already heading on the descent, passing the half-mile pole. The Acropolis and Eldrick Jones are in 2nd place, disputing that position with 2 lengths back to Angel Bleu and FRANKIE DETTORI, and Berkshire Shadow in the red jacket. Last of all is Secret Strength. They will angle off this little shoulder, and then we'll get a better idea of where they are going to head. And at the moment, they're staying all together over on the far side, and that just means for Berkshire Shadow in the red colours, Oisin Murphy has to manoeuvre off the rails, as out in the lead Austrian Theory has the advantage from the Acropolis. On the right-hand side, Angel Bleu. Berkshire Shadow gradually being wound up. Eldrick Jones towards the inner. Austrian Theory still has the lead. The Acropolis is the first to challenge. Angel Bleu. Berkshire Shadow now has room to manoeuvre, but he's under pressure. And out in front, Angel Bleu shifts to the right, hits the Acropolis. Then in 2nd place, Austrian Theory. Berkshire Shadow is beginning to run on. Angel Bleu has the lead from Austrian Theory. Berkshire Shadow continues to close, but not fast enough, and the gamble is landed in the vintage. Angel Bleu wins for FRANKIE DETTORI and Rafe Beckett. Berkshire Shadow, wheels spinning late on, got into 2nd past Austrian Theory. They were clear from the Acropolis, who took a bump. Then Eldrick Jones, and last of all, Secret Strength. Angel Bleu backed up quickly, will win by 3 parts of a length and turn around that form from Ascot with Berkshire Shadow, who was out in time but couldn't finish to the same devastating effect. Austrian Theory, possibly the run of the race, out in 3rd. The Acropolis still handsome is as handsome does, and at the moment he's still found wanting. Did take a bump though, wouldn't have finished any better than 4th, but would have been closer. And then Eldrick Jones. Angel Bleu backed up 3 days after being run out of it at Ascot. Gains compensation, the Group 2 UNIBET Vintage.
A race Frankie first won in 1998 on Al Jabba. He's now won it for a 6th time for his good friend, the owner, Mark Chan. Will the stewards have a look, Jason?
Yeah, it could be a quick-fire double for the owner as well. He's got Kinross, obviously, in our necks. Just there was a moment as Dettori was making his move. Do you know, the thing in his favour when he goes into the steward's room is that he gave him a couple of taps left-handed and he immediately put the whip down. The horse was looking for company and he's run right-handed straight away. So hopefully he will be okay.
Just out here with Frankie, we're just taking a turn with him just to see how he's going to behave out here, because Frankie tells me he's not easy. But Frankie, that wasn't easy out there either, but he did it in good style.
Look, we ran him on Saturday and I told Rafe, give him a break, and he said no, he's too fresh. We ran him again on Tuesday and now wrong was he won. I think the ground made all the difference, you know. The drop the rate that we had, he loved it, and he got the job done.
Yeah, he seemed to really enjoy the ground. It is heavy out there. We've heard the news about Stradivarius.
Yeah, it's sad, you know. Look, he's been so good for the sport. We don't want to wreck him. He doesn't deserve it. And he was in his ground, so there's no point risking.
No, and Frankie, you said to me on Saturday at Ascot how good it is to have crowds back. We didn't get a winner out of you on air on Saturday, but how good is it to ride a winner in front of crowds here at Goodwood?
Amazing.